Welcome to the Full Squad Podcast, guys. I am back. I am so sorry that it's been like almost a month. I haven't been like live streaming and everything. I've been a piece of shit. Just out here partying, getting drunk, just living a horrible lifestyle. Outside, I was in the streets for a little bit, but now I'm on the sidewalk in my house doing podcasts for you guys. Welcome to Full Squad Podcast, the best fucking podcast in the world. Anyways, do you want to introduce yourself again in case everyone forgot?
Yes, sir. I'm Coach Rashawn on IG and Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm a fitness trainer. I ain't gonna lie to you though. I'm really trying to change that to CEO Rashawn. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, do what you gotta do, man. Do what you gotta do.
I'm trying to do a whole bunch of things.
What is it? Can you let the public know?
I'm into automotive, so I want to start a shop. Of course, I want to get my own gyms and lines and things like that. Get a website, app, and all of that. But I want to do cars. I want to do housing. I want to do a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, I'm in real estate.
Busy man.
Cars. So yeah, I'm trying to do a whole bunch of things. I'm trying to have a company and a little bit of everything.
That's what's up. Sounds like you got like your hands tied, man. How do you manage your time?
I'm starting with the fitness though.
Like the gyms and stuff?
Yeah.
That's what's up. We do need a lot of more gyms out here. It's a lot of unhealthy people.
Facts.
It is facts. And they want you to be unhealthy.
Too.
Yeah, that too though. That too, but that's a time for another topic. You know what I mean? But I mean, we can always dabble if anything. So today's topic is the dating pool. And can you actually date in today's society, or is it actually just you might as well just do what you want to do and just become rich and focus on yourself? What do you think the dating pool is like?
Right now, it's real dry. If you got you a good one, you better keep them. Because, boy, I mean, with the way the media is, the way social media is right now, like, oh, man, it got their head twisted. They think they can have anybody.
Gotcha, bitch.
Something like that. But, yeah, I can't really speak on the dating pool for a man. Well, I can for a man, but pretty much, but it's gonna be more generated towards the women, and I can't speak on it. I don't date men or whatever. But if we had women on here, we could talk about it. But unfortunately, we don't. So you know what I mean. But too bad. So sad. They were busy doing other stuff. They gotta have jobs and pay bills and stuff like that. So, but anyways,
hey, they say ain't no good men out here. So,
when they say that, when they say men aren't shit, I don't know. I feel like most people or women who say men aren't shit, it kind of feels like they didn't have their father in their life. Because there are a very small portion of men who really like don't do good or just bad people or whatever. But generally, as a whole, men are actually really I think they're what's the word I'm looking for?
We definitely out there.
They say men are more they're more nurturing than women are.
That's what they saying. They saying we more feminine and they more masculine.
Well, not in the feminine they say that men care more and they love harder, and we show our love with our finances and doing stuff for it may not be like an emotional stuff, but I don't know. I'm not a very emotional person. I don't talk about my feelings, so I don't be boohooing.
That's what they want. But
that's what they want. It's all a psyop. It's what they want you to become weak and stuff like that. And I feel like if you were to cry to a woman, she'd be like, "This fucking bitch, this fucking bitch ass dude's crying to me."
Hey, on me, she better not. Hey, if I'm doing that in front of you, that means it's
a wrap.
Man.
It's a wrap. Just go ahead and pack your bags and just I feel like women will always seek out the guy that's big and strong and has the most. It's in their DNA, bro.
Facts.
That's how that's what they're wired to be like. Like, I don't know. We're all wired differently.
They want the alpha male. They want the one that can protect and provide.
And I wouldn't say be a hard ass, but I think men can generally talk about their emotions with their guy friends. I think that's who they should do it with. But anyways, the dating pool is fucking horrible out here in St. Louis. It is horrible.
Oh man, hey.
It's horrible. It's like if you're dating the same person, I'm dating the same
Sexy
person.
Red.
It's
Hey, she putting on for the Lou though, but hey, how is she putting on for the Lou?
And I think the message is bad. That's why I don't listen to rap now these days.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, she definitely doing what she got to do.
She's
you hear
definitely
me?
marketing herself. No, for real.
For sure. Like,
Raw
she
dog
getting to
queen.
the bag for sure. So on me.
You know, I
But,
mean,
like,
she got some
the
bangers.
message that's out there though, we not gonna realize the real impact until the kids grow up.
That's true. That's
To the
true.
kids that's really listening to the music, that's really shaking their ass. What she say? I'm not a scary bitch, I'm a hoe.
Something like that. What she's like, nut in my
They
coochie.
making this
She
popular.
say that one, right?
They making it popular.
Yeah.
And then they say it ain't men that heard this. That's word shit for real, for real. But like, do you know how hard it is for men out here to find something like
A good
decent
woman?
pickings?
Oh man, you eating breadcrumbs if you know what I'm saying? What do you think? Do you think body counts matter?
I do.
I
Come on, bro. I
do
feel
too.
like any man who say that is a man that just out here just
Lying.
he ain't trying to settle down with nothing for real, for real. He just trying to fuck everything.
Yeah.
Which is like they say, it's in our DNA, right? So you got to understand when you got a man that's just gonna feed his flesh, or you got a man that's really trying to build something with you. And they don't understand. It seems like they don't understand that, so they keep running into the same kind of dude until they just believe that all of these niggas ain't shit.
Right. I mean, coming from any man, we're gonna always kind of feed the flesh, as you said.
Facts.
You know, but I feel like it's different for men and women. Like a high body count for a man is just totally different because it's not as accessible I can't speak.
Facts.
It's not as accessible to it as for us or whatever the fuck I'm trying to say. But we can't get it as easily as a woman can get it. You know what I mean? Any woman can go to a bar. She can be a fucking mid 5 or 4, whatever the fuck you want to call her, and she can still get laid at the end of the night.
Facts.
Whereas a man, if he was a 5, just an average guy, you know, he has to work 10 times harder to. I don't
put
want
in that work.
He has to put in that work, and I don't want to say
It's not gonna be
persuade.
easy, and they think so. They think like it just come natural to a certain. No, it take a lot of work to be
Rico Suave. It takes a lot of work to
exactly.
be
You
Rico
know what I'm
Suave.
saying? Like, come on now.
You got to set the vibes.
Don't nobody want to do just lame as a motherfucker. So it take a dude to be doing something, whether he just naturally handsome and know how to work his move, or he charismatic and
It's hard.
know how to make a girl laugh.
It's
type
even
shit.
hard,
so, like,
too.
You gotta know how to work the game, bro. That take work.
It does take work.
Like, it's not too many dudes out here who just really born just like that.
Nah, you really have to like
You gotta
level
build
up yourself. You do have to build
gotta
yourself
build
and level
yourself.
yourself up. Like we wasn't always this good looking, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We had to go to the gym, put some blood, sweat, and tears into the gym,
Facts.
the pain, the suffering, and then on top of that, we had to go out and talk to women and know how to talk to women, which
Facts.
although was a pain and suffering within itself, because you got rejection, you can't get always the girl you want, and on top of that, you get played too. It's crazy.
They don't realize. They say what they say. Good dudes finish last. They say that for a reason.
It's a
'cause the
race,
dudes
bro.
that's really out here trying to be good to the females getting played by the ones that's out here getting played by the dudes that they think doing something.
You know what's crazy? It's like someone told me this, man. Like the ones you do wrong, it's the ones that was good for you, and the ones that you was trying to do right is the ones that fuck you over. Isn't that crazy?
Facts.
It is big facts, man. It's crazy.
Like for a good dude out here in the dating pool, it's messed up. Cause you can't play that good dude card up front.
No,
That's
you
not
can't.
gonna get you nowhere with a modern woman. She gonna play you out right. You gotta come in strong. But nowadays, it's just not working.
It's not, and it's like I said,
Like,
we're not here to
if
sound
they
like a
can't
bunch of
see-
incels. It's just like
Yeah.
we've only dated women, so our only experiences is women. So that's only what we can talk about. But like we said, all men aren't the best, and we can acknowledge that. But like I said, 90% of the topic is gonna be about women anyway. So yeah, we don't we're not incels. I promise.
Facts. No.
But,
I love my girl. And I don't have no problem out there because I'm smart, but that's how I know it take a lot of work because I ain't get here overnight. It took me to hit my head time after time after time to understand how to really treat a woman. For real.
Especially
and
a
how to
modern
know
woman.
what to look in a woman.
Yeah.
Because a lot of dudes, y'all think cool, but he not looking for too much from you other than for you to look good.
That's true. And you know what's crazy? A lot of men think we want our women to cook and clean. Like we've been cooking and
Yeah, it
cleaning for
sound good.
ourselves.
It sound good.
We do it every
to
day.
have all of that.
You know, it does sound good, but I think what we actually really look for, we want some peace. We want to be respected, you know, and feel like king of the house, king of the castle, you know, feel like the man, like we the shit. That's what men truly want to feel like.
Yeah.
Like the cooking and cleaning, it's whatever.
Like, don't stroke his ego. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just want our woman to really respect us. That's 100%. All it is.
And most women don't even respect men now these days. You got some of these women out here being masculine. Then you got some of the men out here being very feminine as well and stuff like that. So it's all fucked up in my opinion. It's all whoopsie daisy or whatever. But I guess it starts with I don't know, best podcast in the world, Full Squad podcast. You know, sending out facts and stuff like that, and how to become a better person, and generally how to become a better man without bashing like genders and shit.
So I got a question for you.
Go ahead, let me hear it.
Like, not to put it into a gender war type situation, but who do you think really need to step their game up right now, men or women, when it comes to the dating?
I think the men have to step their game up. Why? Because if you have a strong man who knows how to lead, women will naturally fall in their natural femininity, divine, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's just natural for them, you know? Like, if you get into a relationship and a man doesn't know how to lead or he doesn't know how to be a man, which I don't think no woman can tell a man how to be a man. It's just all innate stuff, you know, like, and then again, too, you have some guys who didn't have fathers in their life, so they had to figure out how to be a man. So they're still working on it. So
you got to reach out to find that real father figure.
You got to reach out, and some stuff you take in on the internet is always not the best. So you gotta definitely cipher through it and pick like, okay, well, here's some traits that I think are good to be a man and stuff like that. But I think it starts with the man stepping up, because you have other people who look up to like certain people, like, oh, okay, I aspire to be like this guy. You know what I mean? Thanks. So I think it starts with the men. So and I say that because like, I don't think we naturally look towards women to like, okay, well, let me do something like this to be like that. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I feel like that's why a lot of men that's coming on the podcast that's getting these shots like misogyny, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just trying to teach. You know what I'm saying? So they doing their part, whether it sound like it's harsh or not. They giving you the raw truth of how men think, and how men move.
Yeah.
So that means you need to know how to really choose a real man out here in today's society. Because just like it's slim pickings for us, it's slim pickings for them
as well. 100%.
Because it's less of us than it is them.
Yeah.
So if we was to all get a wife right now, a lot of y'all gonna be left out. A lot of y'all gonna be left out. So
100%.
What they've been saying, like, y'all gonna have to learn how to double up, triple up, and that's how it's supposed to be. In reality, like, that's where it's really coming to. Cause like, we don't know if we want to be monogamous, polygamous.
What do you think? Or do you think it's situational?
I feel like it's situational now, because everything is situational in this society. But like, naturally, I feel like we are promiscuous. Have you ever known other men other than what's his name, Jesus, to
but do you think
really
men
go his whole life without sinning? And
who, Jesus?
Yeah, that's what, no, I'm saying, like, period. Like, who do you know that's been on this earth that only been with one person? Would that really make sense if we was all really just out here being with one person?
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say. That it's how we're wired. We're not wired to like fall in love with the first person we meet. If we were, it'd be like what penguins, they mate for life, swans mate for life, and stuff like that. But they're birds, though. You know what I mean? But I mean, like, if it was meant to be like that, if we were meant to be like that, I think we would. But I think we were meant to, I don't know, I don't want to say spread our seed or whatever. It sounds really bad, but we're here to reproduce, you know what I mean?
Facts.
Pretty much. But
literally, that's what we're here to do, is reproduce.
Do you think that it's
live all that happy shit, all that? But yeah, like the main goal of life is to reproduce and to evolve and thrive.
I agree.
What all species on the earth do. So how we really wired is we supposed to populate as men. So that's why they say it's hard for a man to really
hard for a real nigga out here,
woman. Yeah, like especially if you somebody and like these women, y'all got y'all DMs full of dudes asking y'all to, you know, to what's the word?
Oh, man, for women, attention is currency, bro. Like, it's a sad truth. Like, if you talking to a girl, even dating her, 9 out of 10 times, she's still probably talking to somebody else, getting that attention from somebody else. And you got to be the better guy, man. You got to level up like no other, in my opinion, man. Like,
Facts.
you got to, because if she finds somebody better than you, she will replace you 9 out of 10 times. That's when they're like, oh, I need to take a break.
And
blah,
that's
blah,
what they
blah.
wired to do.
100%.
They wired to find that alpha, to
100%.
reproduce, and for their seed to be as strong as possible, so that they
It's
bloodline
it's
continue
natural.
to thrive.
It's natural. That's all
what
it is.
they here to do. They here to find the best male that they can reproduce, so that their offspring is stronger than them. That's what we're here to do.
It's just a natural thing that women.
And men, we here
Go
to
through.
just populate. So the popular ones gonna populate more than the ones that's less popular. That's why the ones that's less popular be talking like that.
It's the true thing when they say the strongest will survive. It's a true saying. It has some truth behind it. You know, you don't have
In
like
today's generation soft,
they're hella soft.
but they think they hard.
Cause you know why they think they hard? Because they got guns, bro.
That's all it is.
It's all it is.
That's all it is.
Everybody's tough with a gun, but
That's all it is.
I genuinely hate when I talk to somebody and they be like, "Oh, I'll shoot that nigga before I fight him." Like, you just sound even more weak when you say shit like that to me. Like, it's just an ego game, pretty much. People are afraid to like get beat up and just like feel bad.
You ain't got to get dirty. All you doing is pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
Now, unless you in a real deal back
Like,
and forth war with it,
I
you're
feel
not
like
gonna really feel the pain for real until you get hit.
The only
You ain't
time
gotta.
the only time you would have to kill somebody if it's just like 5 versus 1.
Exactly.
If you about to get jumped, then yeah, I understand. But if it's like a 1-on-1 fight,
They don't want that.
they don't want that.
They don't want
You know how many times I've been beat up before?
That's
I've been
because
beat
of-
up a lot of times, bro.
That's because it is right here. That's why people scared to get beat up, because people used to get beat up,
And
poked
then
up,
nobody-
all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Back in the day, people get
But it
beat up
wasn't
and
get
nobody
put on
knew about it.
knees.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. No
Like,
one knew
you
about
could
it.
walk away, even if you was in a wheelchair after getting poked up. You could walk away and you ain't have to worry about the world steady replaying and laughing at you.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And that's how I broke my hands from fighting. But, you know, I didn't get beat up. But it's just
You
from
hear me?
fighting. Yeah.
Don't nobody want to get put on that net, getting hit, getting broke off on.
Yeah, I mean, but even if you were like secure with yourself, it wouldn't even really matter about what other people think about you, because you know that shit won't matter fucking 10 years from now. This guy, he got beat up. Oh, look at him, he's a fucking pussy. You know what I mean?
For a good time, not a long time.
Facts. And life is very short, guys. I was actually talking to Ricky about that in the gas station, how quick life is, man. It's super, super short. I don't know if you guys do read the Bible, but in the Bible it says that your life is like the morning fog. It's here and it's gone. So I'm not sure if people have actually been in a foggy morning and then maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, the fog's gone. And that's how quick life is, man. So you basically don't take life for granted.
Change like the weather.
Yes, don't take life for granted. Make sure you call your loved ones and tell them that you love them every day. Talk to them, because they will not be here forever. And you're going to wish that you took the time out your day to talk to them. You got 24 hours in a day. So, and I know you guys spend a lot of those time either fucking gaming, drinking, talking to women, talking to men, or whatever your preference is and stuff like that. So make sure you talk to your family, man, because they won't be here forever, and you'll never know when their last day is. Just make sure you tell them that you love them, and make sure you tell your friends that you love them too.
Yeah.
And let's spread some more kindness in the world, because there's a lot of hate and shit out here right now, and we want to change that, man, because like I said, it's too much
Definitely.
hate. 100%, man. Do you
We
want to
definitely
input
gotta
on
get-
that?
Especially in St. Louis, man, because like they think it's nice to be what's
Be
the
the-
murder capital of the USA?
Oh, murder capital, dude. Like they call it murder shell downtown. You hear about that? That's how bad it is.
Like every other day,
No.
if not every day.
If not every day. I'm pretty sure murder happens a lot everywhere, but I guess with all the bad news, you kind of keep up with the bad news and stuff instead of the good news. So I do believe that we need to be putting out a lot of good news out there, because the bad news is definitely easy to stick by and stuff like that. So yeah, like I said,
I
St. Louis
wonder
is.
why that is then.
I don't
That's
know,
a good
man.
question. Why is
Um,
that such a popular thing?
You know what it
There's
is?
got to be a reason why.
It's just whatever reason
Other
it
than
is.
just like,
Let's just say you were a great. You build bridges, bro. Someone told me this analogy. You build bridges, like the greatest bridges in the world, like world-renowned, famous bridge builder. But you suck a penis one time, Now you just a person who, you know what I mean? Like, it's just whatever reason that the negative sticks more than the positives does, you know? Like, even in relationships, you can do all these great things for people, and you do a couple bad things and they know you for all the bad things that you've done. Mm-hmm. You ever been in a relationship like that?
For sure. Make you feel like you're cheating on them.
Something like that.
Slash your tire.
Something like, are you just the worst spouse or
Smash
partner ever?
What they call.
Something, and I don't know why the negative outweighs the good. Even when the good outweighs the negative, it's just when you do just a bad thing, it's the end of the world. I don't know why it is, but yeah, it's just like that sometimes, you know. But
stop it. Get some help.
So
please.
But I think if we change our mindsets and we change how we think, I think that also starts too, and that's the beginning of it. Yeah.
For sure.
So the dating pool. What's your experience like dating in St. Louis?
Oh man, takes me back, man. Like I said, slim pickings for sure.
Slim pickings.
I feel like I ain't had it too bad. Like I ain't ran into nothing too crazy. Like other than that situation I was just saying, how maybe got a tire slashed and might have got my car. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that.
Wait, wait. So X slashed your tires? Why'd she do that?
One of them.
Why'd she do that?
We played bumper cars outside the house after that.
Wait, you got in your car.
I wasn't intentionally trying to hit her though, right? So, but I'll tell mine. So I was in the middle of the street. So she slashed my tire, ran out, parked her car down the street, right?
Man, what'd you do to her, man?
Bro, I was finna leave. That's it. I was finna leave. We had got into it. She didn't want to go to the movies no more. So I'm like, bet. I'm gonna go to the movies by myself. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna let you, ruin my night.
Right, ruin the ambiance.
On some really being funny shit, cause she acting petty. So I'm just really being tit for tat at that point. I give it that. I was being tit for tat. I'm tit for tat. Stop playing. But anyway, so that happened. She didn't want to go to the movie, so I'm like, bet, I'm gonna go ahead and slide. But I was just capping though. I was just fucking with her. Right. So I knew it was gonna piss her off, but she was pissing me off, and she didn't understand it. And I've been, speaking on it, but that's a different story for anyway. So I end up going to the gas station to get some gas. So that's all I was planning on doing, even though she, in her mind, I finna go to the movies without her, right? So I pull off. I'm like, I finna go to the one down the street, because this one right by the crib. I'm gonna just go to the one down the street. So she about looking at my location. Next thing I know, she texts me like, bring the key back.
Damn.
So I'm like, the key? She like, I'm like, what key? She like, the key to this house. Man, when I tell you I bucked the ugly so fast in the street. bet. Because at this point, I'm done playing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I went back, tossed that key, started getting all my shit together. And in the middle of that, me getting all my shit together, turn shit up, she go outside and slash my motherfucking tire. I'm seeing her walk around the crib. She slash? It was just one.
Just one with the front or back one?
It was the front.
Damn.
So I'm seeing her walk around the crib with this knife. I'm like, I don't know what the hell she got going on, but let me go ahead. It's that time for me to get up out of here for sure. And I go outside after she leave the door wide open and my car on the flat. So I'm like, damn, her car gone. She wasn't in sight at that point. The door was just open, so she go and park her car down the street. That's when I seen her walking up after that. So I'm like, all right, I know what happened at this point.
She done slashed the fucking tire, huh?
So I'm like, I bet. I'm getting all my shit together. I couldn't find my key fob, but I eventually just said, fuck it. With the flat tire, I know I'm finna pull off. With me being a dickhead and being tit for tat, I seen her car down the street, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, hit it in reverse and slid back to her car, or drove up to her car. I only drove up to her car, so I'm like, I'm in the middle of the street, and her car right here, right? Uh-huh. So I stop, man, I pull up, and I'm just contemplating doing shit to her car, getting my get back, right? But in my mind, I'm like, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm going to be at fault regardless of what I did to get us here after I fucked her car.
It's always your fault as a man.
I'm going to be the bad guy. So I'm like, I'm not going to do nothing.
Do you think women have a problem with accountability?
For sure.
100%.
For sure.
We're going to that after this.
For sure. So I'm like, I'm gonna be the bad guy. So I ain't even do nothing, but she knowing I'm finna fuck her shit up because she fucking my shit up. So she run up to her car. I bag back. She get in her car, started up, so I'm not knowing what she finna do. She come forward, I turn my wheel. So at this point, I go from in the middle of the street to cutting half of the street off. Now, either she could have went in front of me or stopped. She drove through my fault. She drove through.
No, you're good.
She drove through she went into the way I was trying to turn my wheel into, right? So she hit me and basically slid past me, pushed her right away.
Damn.
So I'm like, what the hell? She said I hit her at that point. Like after that, she said that was me hitting her. So if I intentionally block the street, you got brakes for a reason.
Brakes.
But clearly she wanted to hit the gas and slide past me, which is what she did. So all right, bet. I'm like, what the hell is really going on? I get in the driveway, still trying to find my key fob, but doing some other shit, pissed off, trying to figure out if my shit fucked up hella bad. And eventually I'm just like, fuck it, I'll get another one. I finna shake. So she parked on the street, I'm in the driveway. I bag out and get ready to leave to go to my mama crib, and she skirt, boom, ran into the back of my shit, knocked my shit up. I flew up in my seat, car went in the air in the back and landed to the side, slid a little bit, smoke everywhere. I'm like, what the hell? She slid past me and skirt and pulled off.
That's crazy.
So me being Tiffany said, of course I try to catch her in traffic. Of course that don't work because my shit blue, 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 blue. At that point, my shit already on the flat, mind you. I'm just tripping, and so I'm like, I try to calm down. I end up going back to that motherfucker, parking. Police pulled up.
Did she call the police or did somebody else call the police?
No, I did.
Okay.
Cause at this point I'm like, yeah, it could really escalate at this point because I'm mad as hell. I called my homeboy. He like, bro, just call police, bro. So that's all I could think of. So I'm like, I bet. I'm just trying to get up out of here at this point because I know if she come back after she didn't hit my car, which she did. But it was cool though. Of course, they asked me, do I want to press charges? I'm like, no, I'm not trying to press charges. I'm just trying to shake.
Do you think she would have pressed charges on you if they asked her?
I don't think so. Not with the relationship. She about would have wanted to, but I don't think so. I wouldn't put that on them. But it definitely was at times like shit got crazy though, and that was about the craziest that it ever got before. It was just like, all right, we need to go ahead, fuck this shit,
like part ways and stuff like that.
So, I end up having a spray in the trunk, put it on, end up going.
I think there are statistics that are saying 70% of domestic violence is actually women that beat on men.
I believe that,
and it just doesn't get reported and stuff like that.
I believe that.
I think women are more violent too.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like for the women who do go through like physical abuse by men.
Oh yeah,
It's crazy.
It is
I don't condone it.
I don't condone it either. Like I think
it's definitely crazy out here.
I think men who beat on women should just get their ass just handed to them. 100% they should.
It should be alert, Amber Alert every time somebody do that.
But then again too,
of the man.
But then again too, there are some relationships like where it's actually false too. There are women out there who are bad people.
Definitely trying to frame them.
Yeah, 100%. Like, and it's just a crazy fucking world we live in that people would actually do that and
believe half the shit you see and nothing that you heard. That's
it's three sides. It's her side, their side, and the truth. That's literally how it is, man. And sometimes some people will over exaggerate, and you know what I mean. So, but only God knows the truth. So God is always watching, and God will judge you at the end of your day. So just be a good person and live a life that God would want you to live. Go to church, pray for your loved ones and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean.
And back to that, like, live how you want to live when it comes to the dating pool. If you want to be promiscuous, that needs to be tatted on your forehead. If you want to be monogamous, that needs to be tatted on your forehead. And you need to be looking for somebody that got the same thing you got on your forehead on theirs.
I think most women,
it shouldn't be that hard, but I feel like
everybody you just get a number just fucking on your. If it was really like that, I guarantee you, I fucking promise you,
oh man,
the body count would be so fucking low.
It'll be the ones that's proud hoes. They got a whole bunch of them that dudes gonna
No,
love,
100%.
and they gonna have a hella challenge
proud
because they
hoes,
proud
huh?
in it. And
You
they
ever
don't
see,
care. But it be a lot of them that be undercover.
Black Panther where they get like the notch for everybody they kill. Mm-hmm. What if it was like that?
Hey,
You have some motherfuckers out here just notch the fuck up.
you
huh?
heard me looking like alligators. I'm trying to tell you.
But at least they're proud, and you know.
Yeah, like, and that's what the culture is really giving the game right now. Like, it's to be proud and being
Proud and being a
promiscuous.
hoe. That's just the
And
worst.
As a woman, like, that's cool, but where is it getting you? Like, how are you really doing it? Are you really out here just looking for the best man, and then y'all being in the agreement of, okay, we being promiscuous, but we still gonna have children and move on about life, and it not be drama into the next relationship?
How many
and to the
bodies is
rest of
too
the
many
life?
bodies for you?
For a woman?
Cause I won't say no names. I was talking to this one chick. She fucked me over big time, bro. And she slept with 55 people. And she told me that too. And I was like, you know what?
Ooh.
I felt a certain type of way about it. I was like, damn, that's a lot of people.
Ooh.
I felt a certain type of way. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to be the bigger person.
What you say?
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be the bigger person and be like, you know what? I know you slept with that many people. It's the past and shit like that. You know, the past doesn't matter.
Yeah.
She fucked me over, dog.
And she fucked you over?
She fucked me over.
Man, bro, because that's how men move, though.
And I was like,
So-
you know, I should have stuck to my morals.
And I
been
said
like,
that a
cut
woman
that shit
can't
off.
be, do what men do. That's cool, but that's what men do, because if we impregnate one woman, we can go and impregnate the next, impregnate the next, impregnate the next. But for promiscuous women out here, if you have a baby by that man, is he ready to take care of you and that baby until y'all agreement is up and y'all move on to the next family? Or is y'all finna be struggling trying to take care of this baby together, and now this baby growing up in a broken home, ain't got both parents, or at least both energies, a masculine and a feminine energy, teaching this child, really nurturing this child, and really trying to get this child everything to thrive.
And you see, that's why I said it starts with men. And I say that because if you get a man who knows how to lead, a woman will naturally follow. You know what I mean? That's why
For sure.
it starts with men, bro. Like,
It do,
100%.
but it also, for the women that want a good man, they gotta start figuring out how to find it. And there's a lot of men out here that's really trying to teach women how men think. So if you don't like the way they teaching y'all about men, find men that don't think like that.
but it's hard to find a good man, and it's hard to find a good woman,
I do
too.
believe that. I do believe that it's hard to find a good man, because it's a lot of dudes I heard that play the game real smooth.
A straight facade, bro. It's like if you see some lions running down the street, you're not gonna sit there and say, "Well, that lion's not gonna
hear
bite
me?
me."
Uh-uh.
Them motherfuckers gonna tear your ass
You
up.
gonna- you gonna move.
You gonna run. So
gonna
it's
move.
it's just like that when you correlate to when you're talking to someone. Is this person gonna treat me right? Is he gonna respect me the way I want to be respected and stuff like that? And it's just hard. And they say
Yeah.
it takes 3 months to really figure out if someone's to see their true colors, basically.
So look, women always say that they don't care about body counts, and they don't care if a man tell them that they got a high body count, and that's why they don't be asking that question. That's why they don't use it against men, and that's why they don't use it against themselves in this generation. Because if you was to ask a man at 20 years old what your body count is, and he tell you it's over. He can't even think of it. It's
30
50
or
to
something.
100 type. It's 50 to 100, because a man will tell you some crazy shit. I was just watching a dating, like, we on a dating topic, right? I was just watching a dating show. I forgot what it was called. It was like, I can't even think of what the shit called. I've been watching Temptation Island, and it's another fucking island where they match up some couples, right? And this dude like 21, and they had a segment where all of them had to say their body count, or I guess like plead the fifth or something.
Speaking of my.
Or plead the fifth or something. They all had to say their body count or plead the fifth, right? So, one of the dudes, I think he was like 21. He was matched up with a girl that was 35. Dude said his body count was in the 70s.
The 70s?
And she 35, and hers, I think it was in the teens or something. I don't know if it was high teens, low teens, but I think it was in the teens. But she 35. This dude 21.
Was she from America?
And he played her and moved on to the next girl that came in the crib.
That's crazy. I think 10 people for I don't know, for a 25-year-old woman. I think that's actually not bad at all.
No,
Not bad at all.
no.
But then again, like, I think 55 is fucking crazy, bro.
55 is crazy.
That's just, you just hopping on a
Like,
fucking new one.
I was gonna say it's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. But, hey.
Cause like the way I see it is, if you had 55 bodies, can you
55?
take care of 55 kids?
And then again,
They
too,
don't want to say that. They, oh well, I can just fuck for fun. But when a man do it, it's wrong. At least when they do it on you, and you feel like that man owe you some loyalty, but you got in an agreement with him, and y'all didn't make that the highlight of y'all agreement. This that we finna be monogamous to one another, and we finna do this together for at least however long y'all plan on doing it, whether it's a week, a month, or so. But when he get out here, step out, and just fuck for fun, it's a problem.
how I see it, it's just like a spider web. Just imagine you sleep with one person and you don't know how many people that person slept with. So let's just say you sleep with one person, she slept with fucking 15 people. And then you got those 15 people, and then when you branch out, that person she slept with, he slept with 10 people. It's just like a huge spider web. Y'all are basically sharing like energies and
That's what I'm saying.
whatever that person might have
At
had.
that point, we by nature polygamous creatures.
Polygamous. And it's crazy, bro, because you don't know what the fuck is out there, man. You don't. People.
Man, I just seen an article the other day that said if sexual diseases started sexually, then how did they start? And then somebody replied, somebody was fucking an animal.
You know what? That's what they always say. I think that's how HIV or AIDS, they said it came from
Fucking
chimpanzees.
an animal. And I 100% believe that.
A straight
It's some
monkey,
sick
bro.
motherfuckers out here.
A fucking monkey, bro. How do you,
Like-
what condones you to go out and fuck a straight monkey? You got people, I mean, you got like those things that are
Anything.
bestiality and shit like that.
Pigs,
I feel like I feel like it's really genuinely the ugly ass people who would do some shit like
The
that.
ones that can't obtain it in real life.
Yeah.
Either they don't know how, they don't look good enough, they don't know how to provide enough for women and men.
And that's why you must level up as a man, because if you got money and you're ugly, guess what? You're still going to get a baddie because you got money. She may not like you for the looks. She'll like you for
Nah.
your money. And it's kind of shallow, but it is what it is. At least you're rich. At least you're not out here fucking animals. You know what I mean? So
I feel like it. I
know?
feel like it come from men. It came from a man for sure.
what? The
Because
fucking an animal?
yeah, it came from a man for sure.
100%
It came from a dumbass man for sure.
Fucking goats and horses
Like
and shit.
a lame ass man who just didn't know how to get no real coochie. He just like, at this point, like, I
I'ma
need
go-
some flesh. I finna bust this pig looking thick as a motherfucker. Like, it just
Oh, yeah, to
or
bust it down,
something,
huh?
bro,
Something.
or something, bro. Just tired of palming it. Like,
let
it's-
me just fuck this monkey and
Like,
go
bro.
fuck somebody, bro. Like,
and then just so happen to get lucky, find somebody in. And
Then-
I don't know how that shit got so big now. And we back to St. Louis being the murder capital. We coming up at STDs, and that's terrible with the dating pool out here,
100%.
bro.
No.
Like
If you
y'all
look it
better
up-
wrap it up, bro.
if
Y'all
you-
just don't know what's out here. Whether it be a Christian good girl, she born again virgin, none of that. She, bro.
just because you're born again virgin don't mean you're a virgin, by the way. So the body still stay there.
They gonna fool you, boy. They'll find any way to fool you. I promise to God.
And I think it's only in the West where they say that the whole phase is okay. I don't think that the whole
Yeah.
phase is a scam. I think
It wouldn't fly out there in Africa.
It
I
wouldn't
got
fly-
a
it
dude that
wouldn't-
come to the gym, bro. He be so hot on it, like he can't wait to go back to Africa.
no 100%. I think there are better countries than America.
For sure. We one of the worst.
Oh,
When it come
100%.
to
Mor-
at least
morals?
morals and,
We're the
and
worst.
health. For
The
sure.
worst.
For
And-
sure. Health.
They got y'all fooled out here, man. And you know this fucking topic is gonna get us fucking locked up, man.
FBI, open up!
You know?
You hear me?
No, for real
They be like,
though.
hold on, y'all. Chill out.
For real. Anyways, we're gonna go back to it.
Back to the dating.
Yeah. But like the dating pool is fucking horrible. Like I said, 9 out of 10 times, if you're talking to someone, we're probably talking to the same person at the same time, or she's probably getting crammed by somebody you know. You know, that's just how it is. But I do get it. They say don't throw all your eggs out the basket and stuff like that.
Don't keep them all in one basket.
Yeah. But I think there's a way of going about it. Like if you really messing with somebody, I think you should be like, okay, I kind of really like this person. Let me kind of,
And that's how I've been. So to be honest with you, dating ain't never been really crazy for me. Like I might have settled down with some questionable, like at least on the outside looking in. But
yeah.
when you in a real deal trying to look for something long term, like you're gonna have to put up with something regardless of who you be with. And that's what it is nowadays, that this social media got people twisted in this dating pool because they feel like, oh well, I can just drop you today and pick somebody up tomorrow. I can get on Facebook dating app.
That's true, and that's where it comes in with like, be careful who you exchange your energy with, because the more people you exchange your energy with, and it goes for both genders, for men and women.
For sure, men too.
It's harder to connect with someone. You know what I mean? Like, sex shouldn't just be out here to just be out having casual sex. It should be used as an intimate bonding with you and your spouse or your partner, and you know what I mean?
Facts.
It shouldn't be out here for just pleasure, because it's just not what it's for, you know?
At least with somebody that you ready to have children with and prepared, not just ready, but prepared to have children with.
That's why
mentally, physically, and emotionally.
That's why I truly believe, and I could be wrong, I'm not a perfect person, I don't know everything, but from my own personal experiences, that women who have a higher body count, it's just, I won't say they're quick to just give up, but I don't, you know what I mean? It's just they're just harder to connect and to bond with. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
They have so many different energies, and it's easier for them to walk away because they did so many different times. They don't know how to stay and really ride that wave, especially if they ain't never had a really good dude that wanted to be with them or in a long-term relationship.
It goes for men too. So, and like I said, we're just not on here just picking on women. It goes for both genders as well too. So just be careful with who you lay in bed with, and you know.
And that's why I say it started with men when it comes to that STD shit.
100%.
It started with men because the man that doesn't get looked at, most women, even the ones that's not beautiful or whatever you want to say,
they can still get it.
They can still their dating pool is so much easier than a man who has nothing.
It's much larger
and don't know how to move out here when it comes to dating.
It's much larger because, like,
even if he got the finances and he might even have some good looks, it's a lot of good looking dudes out here that's lame and still can't get girls.
They're not charismatic, whatever the fuck the word is.
Exactly.
Charismatic. They're not funny. They don't know how to set the ambiance.
They got their own style. They ain't like everybody else that you see. They ain't trying to be like everybody else that you see.
Yeah, I've seen like I've actually heard like a good looking dudes who just have horrible game. You know, they even work out and they're just big and awkward as fuck. Like they've never spoken to a woman. And there are people out there like that. And I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna teach you guys how to talk to women and stuff like that.
And they go for men or women. If you're a person that like ain't never been able to really,
but it's easier for
have
women.
attention,
because at 18 for a woman, you getting the attention like that. It's like that. As soon as you hit 18,
especially if you look good.
Especially if
even
if
you don't look good. For real. Like it's a lot of women I heard that think they look like bomb, but you ain't worked out a day in your life. You just got a decent shape from your peoples. And it's about back there a little bit, and you got some dudes looking, cause shit, them the dudes that ain't got nothing else.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
They gonna look, you know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't got nothing back there, but it's still somebody that'll smash.
A girl that's a 5 can still get her buns beat by somebody in the club. 100%.
For sure.
They'll take it.
Especially if you drunk and he ain't got nothing else coming in. It's dudes I heard that pay for girls that pay big money for some mid. You hear me?
For real.
Some mid, some Reggie. You hear me? Paying big money for some Reggie. So it's like for women, it ain't no excuse out here unless you like really just don't know like how to move at like as a person for real. Cause it like even for men, like unless you like. For men, it's worse because if you ain't got something to show for yourself, if you can't provide and protect, if you ain't in the gym, if you not healthy, and you ain't got a way to provide for yourself, let alone a whole nother mouth, 2 whole other mouths, if you got a family to 3, 4, 5, you're not gonna get looked at by the majority of the women because we're
gonna run it back. Now say what you had to say again. If a man ain't doing what out here?
If a man ain't on his P's and Q's, if he ain't applying that pressure, he ain't got much coming.
He don't.
He ain't got much coming. Like even if you got a good looking charisma dude that ain't on his shit, how long you gonna stay with him?
She just gonna find the next person.
Until you find ugly little dude pull up on you in that Hellcat, room, real loud.
It be like that too.
The one that your boyfriend been trying to get his whole life, but don't know how to get off his ass and work for real.
Yeah.
How long you gonna stay with them until you pull off in the net? Come on now. And them the dudes that's getting played right, because even though they good dudes out here, I give it to y'all. It's a lot of good dudes out here that's over feminine as a mug. So I give it to women when they say they got it all hard out here, that dude's not reliable, that dude's soft, that dude's this, that, and the third. It's hard out here for both.
What do you think's causing guys to be more feminine? What do you think the reason is behind it? Do you think it's the lack of them having a father, or do you think it's because they're being raised by single mothers, or like?
I think it's all of it. I ain't gonna get too crazy into it, but I think it's all of it. Like it's from the things that we eat in nowadays, especially in this Western culture, what they feeding us out here, what you seeing on the internet. Porn is killing testosterone.
Yes.
And it's killing young men. Definitely got to stop watching it.
Porn is definitely the devil's video. It's
social
horrible.
media.
And porn actually, it does a lot worse actually. It gives you a false reality of what sex should be like. Mm-hmm. Like when people watch porn or indulge in porn, it's all fake. You have to stop watching it.
It's movie magic.
It is movie magic.
Just like they be flying on there. That's what they be doing on them porn scenes.
And then
they be flying
on
too.
top of that,
they be off there.
I don't want to get too much into like porn and stuff like that, but just you got to stop watching it. So if you do watching it, I'm not even sure if we can say that on YouTube, but you know what I mean. But
you heard me. Get off Pornhub, man.
You got to get off and stop jerking off and go make something of yourself. You know, because your life is very short. By the time you'll be 30 years old, and then you blinked and you're 40, and then you're like, damn, what did I do with my life? I have nothing to show for it. So start now. And just start making something of yourself, and that goes for both of you guys, men and women. You know, if a woman wants to build her career and not have a family, cool. Do what you want to do. It's your life, and you owe it to yourself to become the best version of yourself. And in order to become the best version of yourself, you have to kill your old self. Not physically speaking, just go out and kill yourself. I'm talking you have to like kill all the bad habits and all those bad things that are not really healthy and getting you anywhere. Like people you got to go to the gym. If you want the dream body, you got to kill the fat body. You got to
trying to get into the gym,
kill the old bad habits. That's what you got to do. So you got to sacrifice yourself to become the version you want to become in today's society and just in general, man. So don't listen to anyone that says you're perfectly fine. Because no, you're not. You literally got people on TikTok like idiots making $7,000 a day.
Just doing whatever.
Eating whatever. If they can do it.
Blowing me like, oh my God.
Literally like straight dumbasses.
About to kill themselves.
Literally just making money.
That's making that clock spin even faster, even though we are already on a short time. Like,
all I'm saying is go out and chase your dreams. I know they did studies on people who were like about to clock out and stuff like that, and they asked them what was their biggest regrets, and most of them said that they didn't follow their dreams. You know what I mean? So follow your dreams, man. Even if it sucks, even if you are afraid, you have to battle yourself, because we all got that negative inner dialogue saying, hey, you won't be able to do it. You're worthless. You got to fight back and tell yourself that you can do it, and have those positive affirmations, because like I said, it's you versus you. Basically, so you have to become the best version of yourself and stuff like that. So, but
that's all it is. Like, you definitely got to build yourself, men 100%. And women. Like, if you want to be a husband, you gotta work and know what it is to be a husband. If you want to be a wife, you gotta work and know what it is to be a wife. Yeah, you gotta prepare for it before you get to it. Because if you ain't never boxed a year in your life and you plan on having a boxing career and you step in front of a pro boxer, no practice,
you're gonna get
no conditioning, you're gonna get knocked out round one.
But I think that's where the training starts. You know, you're like, okay, well, damn, this is what I got to do to become better. It's just like with having a kid and stuff like that.
And definitely starting the homes. Like, I know, like the homes is broken out here. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's hard to find real Black beautiful families out here that really take care of each other and really got love for each other and have a foundation that's that's set to make sure everybody in the family good, not just in each individual.
I think why it's like that is because of some of the assistance it is, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like me personally, I feel like they don't want fathers in the home, especially in like just black homes. I don't make this like a racial thing or whatever, just from my experiences and stuff, because I grew up in a black community and stuff like that. Like they get a lot of assistance instead of like giving assistance to the father, like, hey, go take care of your family and stuff like this. They give it to the mom, because I guess she is the sole provider for the kid, but I think it could be just better. You know what I mean?
Assistance and
Like you got like
education.
Section 8 and stuff like that, and I think with some of the standards, like the dad can't be in the house with them. I could be wrong. I could just not know what the fuck I'm talking
That sound about right. Because if you making too much money and you still not making enough money to eat, and you try to apply for some food stamps, and they see that you got a job and you making this and that and the third, what they gonna do? Oh no, you're not eligible. I'm sorry, we can't help you. You better help yourself. They teaching you. You know, they only helping the ones that really got their hand out.
Yeah.
That's not trying to do it for themselves, and it's definitely a trap for sure. So I definitely believe that we as men and women need to figure out how to get out this trap and come together to really make some shit work for the family. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I do agree with that. So I mean, it's just a lot of shit that has to be changed. Honestly, in my opinion.
A lot.
But it starts with the self and stuff like that.
For sure. It definitely start with you. Like, you can't try to save the world. And I definitely got into that. And I feel like that's another reason why the dating pool is messed up out here, because it's a lot of people out here that's looking to be saved, and there's a lot of people out here that think they can save something.
And it's definitely,
you gotta want to save yourself.
Some of this music that they listen to is really bad too. Like, I know some of these rappers out here singing about being a hoe and shit. Like, that shit's not cool. Like, no real man will sit there and want to take a woman that's a hoe, and you know what I mean? Like, it definitely starts with the shit that y'all listen to and stuff like that. So
everything, the education, the music,
because I know like some music,
TV programs that we watching,
got some of these people out here trying to be like drug dealers and rappers because that's what they rap about, and half the time the rappers who rapping about it ain't even out there really doing it. You know, it's just an image.
They about lived there for a short amount of time.
Yeah. So
even then, like it's not cool, but that's what they show us is as cool, because we don't have a real like demonstration of black love. It's always broken homes and this, that, and the third. And I feel like, especially in the dating, we need to get it together. It shouldn't be man against woman. It shouldn't be niggas ain't shit, bitches ain't shit. It needs to be us really coming together and working together too.
Yeah, I think we all have our roles to play. And I'm not going to say that men are better than women or women are better than men. I think we all have an equal part to play in the world. We all got our strength. We all got our weaknesses. And if we fall in our masculine energy, I do believe women will fall in their feminine energy and stuff like that. So we really have to stop out here acting like women, basically, and step up to the plate and to be a man and know how to treat a woman and treat a woman with respect, and stop out here trying to have as many women as you want. Because yes, I mean, you can do that, but if you set the cards out on the table and be like, hey, look, this is the kind of life I want to live.
You being honest.
If you're being honest, but if you're being shysty and trying to do it behind her back.
It'll work if you was honest about it. At least, even if she, didn't like it up front, if you was honest about it, at least she can't say that you was lying, and she gonna have way more respect for you.
100%, because there are some women out there who are cool with the whole polygamous relationship.
Most of them undercover bi, especially in this generation.
Right. And like I said, as a man, you have to tell the truth and just be honest, because that's all you got as a man is your word, stuff like that.
Facts.
So
that's what women want to hear. A man, a sweet talker girl, ear off. A man, all we need to do is see. A woman, she need to hear it. That's why if you ain't got game, regardless of what you look like, even the ones with money, they still don't get far in this dating game.
No, because they'll find somebody else who got more money, pretty much. So
and they'll find somebody with less money, but just know how to really speak their game and talk to them, even if it's positive affirmations, regardless of what it is, even if it's just making her laugh. If you ain't got game, if you don't know how to use your mouthpiece for real to really elevate yourself and others around you, then you ain't.
What do you think the first thing a woman sees when you approach her, like, and just in general? Like, is it your confidence or how you speak to them, like how you dress and stuff like that?
I definitely think it's your confidence and in yourself and respect and everybody.
Yeah.
How much you respect yourself and everybody. It's gonna come off as soon as you say the first thing. How you really is, and that's what I be saying about. For one, men need to smarten up and stop playing games. For
Like
the ones that that know how to talk a girl ear off, even though he not finna really keep it above.
Yeah. I know. I definitely know what you're talking about.
And women need to learn how to see through a lot of
The bullshit.
BS, yeah, that men be trying to play, because majority of the women who said that they done been cheated on, physically or emotionally, they done seen a few signs. They done, and if they didn't see the signs, they wasn't looking for them. They just really got into a relationship because they wasn't fooling themselves.
Yeah.
And a lot of men do that too. Both of us got to stop doing that. That's why, like you were saying earlier, we just need to focus on building ourselves and getting into a comfortable spot in life where you're really ready to connect and bring life into this world. Because
I think
that's what dating is for.
You definitely need God as a foundation.
Exactly.
You definitely need God as a foundation.
Exactly. Like, if y'all just doing it to feed y'all flesh, then it's not gonna get far. Y'all gotta be doing it for a real reason. Like, I don't want to get too spiritual, but like, y'all exchanging energies. Y'all got the power to duplicate yourselves and imprint y'all DNA on the entire being. And
that should probably be the next topic we talk about.
They don't think about just how deep that is. Like, when you insert yourself into a woman, give your woman your energy for her to manifest.
Is it real or
out
is
of
it
nowhere
fake?
a whole being? Like, we don't think about that.
Nah.
And you know what I'm saying? It can get real destructive real fast if you don't understand how to really use that energy.
So, and that wraps it up, guys. Hey, this is the Full Squad podcast. Hey, if you guys have any topics you want us to talk about, you guys can put that in the chat.
For sure. Drop it down.
We'll
Drop
get
it down.
a group of people to talk about it. And I am working on bringing on more people. So people who do know me, if you guys would like to be on the podcast, just let me know. Hit me up. You guys got my Instagram. You got my number. For the ones who know me in real life, just let me know. Send me some topics. I love you guys, and peace out. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys do watch it, show them some love. If you guys haven't followed, go hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to be pushing out more content. And I'm going to stop being lazy and shit like that. So, hey, you guys, peace out.